So last night, the Los Angeles Lakers met up with the Houston Rockets in Los Angeles, the last home game of the regular season for the Los Angeles Lakers. They will end their season on the road at Portland tomorrow afternoon. Um, they secured the three seed last night with a huge win over the Houston Rockets. They won 140 to 109, getting their first 50-win season since 2020 and getting, as I said, getting the three seed secured. The Rockets were resting majority of their starters because of the fact that they already have the two seed secured. The only starter who usually played was Jalen Green, and even then he only played the first half and rested the second half. So obviously they don't want to risk injury, decided to rest their starters and see what their backups can do. Um, for the Lakers, this will actually be the first time they've had home court advantage in the playoffs since 2012, which is crazy to think about. But the past few years, they've been in the mix of the play-in tournament. Now they won't have to do that, get a week off, a week's rest for both LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Much needed rest for both of those players, especially since LeBron James seemed to have tweaked a quad area or groin area in his left leg last night. So hopefully that rest will do him wonders with that injury. And it will also be the first time that Luka Doncic has had home court advantage in his entire career, which is insane to think about considering how many times the Mavericks made the playoffs and with him and how many great teams they had. But it will be very, very fun to see both LeBron James and Luka Doncic on the same team in the playoffs. The Lakers do not know who they're going to play yet. That is to be determined. It will be either the Minnesota Timberwolves or Golden State Warriors, depending on what happens in each team's games tomorrow. If the Warriors lose and the Timberwolves win, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves as a sixth seed who the Lakers will face. If both teams win, the Warriors will be the ones the Lakers face because the Warriors have the tiebreaker over the Timberwolves. To get to the Rockets game, though, obviously this loss pushed them down to 52 and 29. But as I said, already have the two seed secured, so they're just waiting for the playoffs to start. And I won't be surprised if the Lakers rest their starters in their final game tomorrow afternoon as well to not risk injury as they have the three seed secured now. But to get, as I said, to get to this game, uh, very odd starting five, as you would imagine. Cam Whitmore was the main beneficiary of that. He played very well, ending with 34 points on 13 of 19 from the field, 7 of 12 from deep, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, and also did 8 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block. Did have 4 turnovers of those, so definitely got to clean that up. But this was a great opportunity for Cam Whitmore to show what he can do and get more playing time moving forward because he's been fighting for playing time with the Rockets. And now that he showed what he can do, maybe he can get it even when they play their starters. Maybe even come playoffs. It'll be interesting to see what the Rockets decide to do with Cam Whitmore now after what he showed he can do against the Lakers. Outside of Cam Whitmore, there wasn't much as you would imagine. Reed Shepherd, the rookie, was the second leading scorer. He shot 5 of 14 from the field, 4 of 8 from deep, and also had 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block towards 14 total points. And then no one else scored in double digits. Jalen Green really struggled in the first half in which he played, and with 7 points on 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from deep, and also had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Jock Landale ended with 8 points on 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from deep, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and also did 5 rebounds and 2 steals. Did have 2 turnovers, which were both travels, so definitely got to work on moving your feet. But he doesn't get ample playing time in the NBA, so he's still, getting his feet wet. That will improve as his playing time increases. And then the final player to round out starting five was Jeff Green, and he really struggled, ending with 6 points, 1 of 6, all from deep. Majority of his points came from the free throw line, where he went 3 of 4, and he also added 3 rebounds and 5 assists. Off the bench, there was two players who ended in double digits off the bench. One being Aaron Holiday, the other being Williams. I'm sorry, I'm trying to load up his name real quick because these players do not play a lot, so I'm not familiar with their names quite yet. But it is not loading, so just give me a minute. But while I wait for it to load, I'll um I will read off Aaron Holiday's stats. Holiday ended with 11 points on 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 5 from deep, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, and also had 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. Nate Williams was his name. He ended with 12 points on 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 6 from deep, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and also had 2 rebounds on assist and a steal. Did have 4 turnovers though, so definitely got to clean that up moving forward. But he won't get much playing time moving forward. This is for the last few games is the only time he'll get ample playing time. So that is why he's turning it over as much as he is because he's not used to playing at these high stake of games. Um, right out the bench was Roddy, Dante, and McVeigh. I believe his name is David Roddy, and he was the third leading scorer. He ended with 9 points on 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 6 from deep, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and also had 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Dante Nafali Dante, I hope I'm saying that right, ended with 8 points on 4 of 5 from the field, and also had 6 rebounds, on assist, a steal, and a block. And then McVeigh, Jack McVeigh, ended with 0 points, 0 of 4 from the field, 0 of 3 from deep, and also had a rebound and a block. So really rough game for Jack McVeigh. Overall, the Rockets shot 45% from the field, 35% from deep, 75% from the free throw line, and turned over 18 times. That's everything that you would expect playing that young of a team who don't get playing time for a majority of the season, and then you just throw them in the last few games because you don't want your starters to get hurt. So you would expect them to be not the greatest at um, playing at high stakes of games like this one was for the Rockets. But with more playing time, I would expect these young players to develop. So it'll be interesting to see how much playing time these young players get, not only in the playoffs, but starting next year as well, once the Rockets' new season starts. But they got to focus on the playoffs first, of course. For the Lakers, Luka Doncic was the leader, of course, ending with 39 points on 13 of 19 from the field, 5 of 9 from deep, 8 of 14 from the free throw line. He missed a lot of free throws. Got to make your free throws at a higher clip if you're Luka Doncic. That's the one thing I would be mad about if I were him, and I'm sure he is upset with himself about it. So hopefully he'll be able to hit his free throws at a higher clip moving forward. He also added 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal. Did have 4 turnovers though, so definitely got to clean it up moving forward, especially come playoffs if you're Luka Doncic. For Austin Reeves, he ended with 23 points on 9 of 15 from the field, 3 of 6 from deep, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and also had 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals, had 5 turnovers himself though. So both of them have to clean up their turnovers. Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves accounted for 9 of the 12 turnovers for the Lakers themselves. So both of them have to clean that up moving forward. And then LeBron James, actually, Rui Hachimura was the third leading scorer, ending with 16 points on 6 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from deep, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and also had 5 rebounds and an assist. LeBron James ended with 14 points and 6 of 11 from the field, 1 of 4 from deep, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, and also had 4 rebounds, 8 assists, and a steal. He only played 22 minutes because, as I said, he re-aggravated that groin area. Nothing really came out about it yet, so I'm assuming he will be okay, especially with a week rest. And I'm assuming he'll sit out Sunday's game as well to get a full 10 days rest before the playoffs. So hopefully he will be okay. Um, we will know more when the playoffs start, of course. Um, so he only played 22 minutes, got subbed out halfway through the third quarter after re-aggravating that area, and then never subbed back in because the Lakers were just running away with the game, and they wanted to be precautionary with that area. Uh, Jackson Hayes only played 12 minutes himself. In those 12 minutes, he ended with 7 points on 3 of 3 from the field, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, and also did a rebound. And then off the bench, Dorian Finney-Smith continued his hot shooting as of late. He has been scorching hot, and he ended with 18 points on 6 of 9 from the field, 6 of 8 from deep, and also added 3 steals, playing both great offensively and defensively. Jared Vanderbilt played very well off the bench, ended with 8 points on 4 of 5 from the field, and also added 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. And then Jordan Goodwin and Gabe Vincent were the other two to get ample run off the bench. Goodwin ending with 3 points on 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from deep, and also had 6 rebounds and 3 assists. And then Gabe Vincent really struggled shooting 3 threes, missing all three. And he also added a rebound and an assist as well as a steal. Did not score in his time on the floor. And then Bronny James, Dalton Connect Shake Milton and Trey Jemison third all got 4 minutes of garbage time minutes because the of the score. Um, Bronny James, that is, ended with 3 points on 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from deep, and also added a rebound and an assist. Dalton Connect ended with 5 points on 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from deep, and also added a rebound. Shake Milton ended with 2 points on 1 of 2 from the field, and also added a rebound and a steal. And then Trey Jemison, the third, ended with 2 points on 1 of 1 from the field, and also added 3 rebounds and an assist. Overall, the Lakers were scorching hot all night long, 60% from the field as a team, 51% as a team from deep. The one thing you have to work on is free throws. But as I said, Luka Doncic missed 6 of the 10 missed free throws by the Lakers by himself. So if he can hit his free throws at a higher clip moving forward, which I'm sure he will, then the percentage as a team will skyrocket because they went 15 of 25, Luka missing 6 of those 10 himself, towards 60% as a team. That's not going to get it done, especially in a close game. Got to hit your free throws at a higher clip moving forward if you're the Los Angeles Lakers. That's the only thing that they did wrong. And that's the only thing I'd be harping on if I was JJ Redick. Because they only turn over 12 times. You want to be in the 10 to 12 range of turnovers for a team. So the only thing they need to work on is their free throws. And as I said, they got 3 seeds secured. I'm sure they'll rest their starters in their final game tomorrow afternoon and get ready for the playoffs. And same goes for the Rockets. But it'll be very interesting to see what both of these teams can do come playoffs.